Good evening, everyone, and welcome to last week, Camp NaNoWriMo. Am I glad it is coming to an end? Because, don't mind my video exporting in the background there, that's just last week's vlog. And yes, we have left off from where we were, because it is Monday, the 27th of July. I actually have work for the rest of the week, pretty much. I have work tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday evening, so I won't, if I get any bookwork done, it will be done in the mornings or afternoons. I sound so enthusiastic. But yes, I did actually leave off last week with kind of like a cliffhanger, because I was saying that I'm going to be doing something a bit different this week than what I would normally do, because I just feel like I'm at a block with SBS right now, and I don't exactly have, I feel like I don't really have motivation for that project at the moment. I just think inspiration is pretty much there. Well, I say inspiration from that, like the whole series, is dead. And I've just kind of gotten a bit fed up with working on it. It's just been quite a difficult project, and I think that's probably why I've been project hopping so much. I actually quite like project hopping, and I have never actually done it before this month, and so I'm actually really glad that I've started doing it, because, oh my god. Right, so this kind of leads me to last night. What happened last night? I was really tired yesterday. Like I mentioned in last week's vlog that I was really tired. However, I didn't actually get to sleep until 4:30 last night. I did mention in last week's vlog as well. And I woke up at 9 to kind of get ready and start filming. So I did that this morning, hence the makeup. Oh, and the pyjamas with the bra, because I went out for a walk as well. I think I mentioned that in last week's vlog as well, but basically I woke up at 9, makeup, breakfast filmed, and then I had lunch, went out on a walk, and I've just been spending the rest of the time editing. It's currently about 7:45, so I still kind of have a bit of time to kill. I do need to have dinner though, and I do need to take this off as well, because oh my god, that's gonna feel so good. That's gonna feel so good to take it off. And I also now have my, when I can find the head hole, I now have my I Prevail merch top as well. Oh, and so I mentioned in last week's vlog that I'm going to be working on something different. And what is this something different, you might ask? So going back to my kind of sleep deprivation story. So last night I was watching Passengers, and for some reason I just had this sudden urge to watch the special features, and it kind of stemmed me on to think about the fact that I've been really wanting to write a screenplay. And so I had this idea, mental health awareness related, I'm just going to say that now. And so last night I pulled out this notebook. This is an incredibly thick notebook, and it just says dream higher than the stars, and I'm actually going to be using this to plan out a screenplay. So I've basically started with the characters so far, like a rough outline of them anyway. I just know that there are going to be different mental health representation. That's what I did last night. I just basically wrote out a few ideas, and so I've got those ideas. I don't think I'm actually going to be doing anything tonight, just because obviously I've been filming this morning, and obviously I didn't get very much sleep last night, so I'm very tired. And I also went on that hour-long walk, which was not planned at all. I'm not going to do anything today. However, I probably will kind of carry on from what I have done, but I'm just going to carry on like coming up with ideas, because obviously I've started with characters, so I'm going to need to come up with some sort of plot line, how these characters all like meet and come together. I mean, I've got a rough idea because it's going to be set in a college environment, as in UK college. I have a few ideas already. I just need to carry on basically just brain dumping my ideas and coming up with character names and character profiles. I really don't want to work on character profiles, but it's important to develop characters. Good morning, everyone. So it is Tuesday the 28th. We literally have, what, 4 days left of Camp NaNoWriMo. Obviously I'm still behind because I haven't even started doing anything yet today, and it is currently about 20 past 11, and we are actually going to have a change of scenery for a minute or so in this vlog, because I am actually going to go and get myself a drink. Literally balanced on the compost bin. So yes, we do actually have new mirrors in the hallway, and I'm literally just gonna get myself some blackcurrant because that is literally all I drink. And as I do this, what I'm actually going to probably do today is, I think I'm actually going to work on the outline for Stick Stones and Broken Bones. Because I'm going to be working on Stick Stones and Broken Bones, the green folder's out. It's now about 20 to 1, and I have been doing some outlining for the past hour. I've been working on Stick Stones and Broken Bones. I'm not really entirely sure where I left off because I think my phone went off as I had my camera rolling, and I just kind of stopped talking. I don't really know what happened. I've been outlining for the past hour pretty much. I did have to read back through, you know, what I'd already gotten of the outline, but for some reason I just feel very like meh about it. I don't really know why. I think it might be something to do with the fact that obviously like my sleep has been kind of fucked recently, and so like I think maybe I'm tired, so I'm not focusing very well, but like I don't feel tired at the moment. But I think maybe it's to do with the fact that I've also not worked on the outline for Stick Stones and Broken Bones in a while, so I think maybe I'm finding it hard to get back into, and that's the one like downside of project hopping. The fact that you lose track of where you were with like certain projects. And I think it's because of that you know, you spend more time trying to get back up to date with everything, and so I feel like you're kind of wasting time doing that as well. I don't know, I just feel like I'd like to work on Scarlet Blood Skies. I don't, because I want a break from it. So I think this evening I have work. So I think this afternoon I'm going to be working on the screenplay. So it is actually Thursday the 30th, and it's currently about 25 past 11. I have kind of like just sat down to like get some stuff done. I don't even really know what I'm doing today, to be honest. I think I may have burnt myself out, because it feels like I've burnt myself out, but it's the second to last day of Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm so close to being done with it that I might as well just try and win this thing. Because usually I would have won Camp NaNoWriMo by now, like July specifically, but I have not. I just feel incredibly burnt out, in the sense that I feel like I'm all vlogged out. I feel like there is nothing I can really vlog anymore, and then I just don't really know what I'm doing book wise. I just don't know what I'm working on, and I can't find the words. I can't find the right words. I was gonna have a second coffee, but I'm now starting to think that's probably not a good idea with my current state. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. I got up at about 9:15. Got myself up and ready. Don't know what to work on, because I feel like I've kind of worked myself into a hole, because I was working on the 6 Stones and Broken Bones chapter outline, and I kind of worked myself into the ground with that, just because I don't know where it's going next, and it feels quite like boring. Like, I guess the problem I have at the moment is that I feel like everything is boring. I feel like there is not enough going on in my books, and that applies to 6 Stones and Broken Bones, and also Bound by Blood, because that's the other chapter outline I've been working on. I feel like everything at the moment, even though I'm only outlining, I just feel like everything is boring, and I don't like have the motivation to carry on because of that. I also chose the worst day to vlog, just because I vlogged yesterday. I didn't vlog yesterday, wow. I vlogged Monday. Did I vlog Monday and Tuesday? I don't know. But I think I vlogged Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday I didn't. And now it's Thursday. Like I said, I just feel like completely vlogged out. I've been vlogging nearly like every day this month. So I will definitely be taking a break in August, even though I will be posting some writing vlogs in August. It's definitely not going to be every week. I could either work on 6 Stones and Broken Bones, Bound by Blood, or I could work on my screenplay. I think what I probably need to do is maybe create like a table for myself on Google Sheets for all of the different projects. It is now a few minutes later, and I have now come up with a system that I think might help me. Obviously it will kind of just change over time as I change as a writer. Obviously this is going to change, and as you can see, yes, we got a lot of colour, because if you didn't know, I am quite like a visual person. I really like seeing colour. It just helps me a lot more than just kind of having just the words, because if I had like just all of these words in one place, I would feel very overwhelmed, and I wouldn't kind of know where to look. Whereas with like colour like this, I can see clearly what's at what stage. And so I've also come up with this key on the side here that I'm going to use for this document. So anything in yellow is complete. Anything in green is like my next steps. Then anything in orange are like my current steps, and then anything in red are like not yet working on. As I don't know if you can really see, or maybe I should change that text to white. This is the system I've come up with, and everything just looks like this. I actually just had to change that to just SBS Book 4 because I did have the actual title there, and I'm not sharing that yet. Oh, and also Potions, Pills and Medicines is going to be the sequel to Sticks, Stones and Broken Bones. I kind of leaked that once in a video, so I just thought, you know, I might as well just mention that. And so this is my system, and I already feel tons better for having that. Today is going to be a case of trying to work on Bound by Blood. And what I'm going to do with this particular like document, this table, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to have it so I only have 3 oranges and 3 greens, just because that then just gives me a better overview, I guess. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to do some more brainstorming for Bound by Blood, because like I said, I have been getting kind of bored with it, and I think I just need something else in the book, but I don't know what. It's now about 2:20. Trying to continue outlining Bound by Blood did not do me any favours. In fact, it's made my situation worse. So I've literally spent the last hour I don't really know what I've been doing. All I know is that I have been just kind of doing research on things to help me with the writing craft. I have actually been reading this because I'm gonna be completely honest, I never actually like fully finished reading it. I'm still on the story genres. I've been reading those and making notes. Not that it's really going to help me. I don't really know why I read this. I think it's just because like now I'm like almost done with the whole Camp NaNoWriMo thing. I think because I'm like so close to finishing and winning that I'm just now making things up to do that weren't even originally on my plan. Like, does any of this make any sense? This vlog is going to be a complete mess too. So I hope you enjoy my chaotic life as I try to swim through the depths of my books. And yeah, I have essentially just completely worked my way into a corner with everything. I have actually decided that basically I know Save the Cat Writes a Novel isn't going to do much for my two-dimensional work at the moment, like book work. I have gone ahead and ordered myself Story Genius by Lisa Cron, or Cron. I'm probably butchering that, but I've gone ahead and ordered that, and it's supposed to arrive tomorrow, which is the last day of Camp NaNoWriMo. I didn't even know I needed this book until Laura Writes reviewed it and just went on about how amazing it was. I need this book in my life, I think, and I just kind of need to read it. I think because tomorrow's the last day, I just don't think it's going to arrive in time. Ooh, this means that I can, So what was I even saying? So yeah, I think because tomorrow is the last day of camp, worked myself into this corner, and this whole month has been kind of chaotic for me. I think I'm just going to admit defeat and say that I am not going to win this time. I might find something to do tomorrow that will help boost me, but otherwise I think tomorrow will just be spent editing videos like this video and other content for August, because I've literally got a video that goes up in 4 days and I haven't even started editing it. Yeah, this is what my life has come to. We'll see what ends up happening tomorrow. And then I have another exciting announcement to make. Do I announce it in this vlog? I don't know, because it's been something that I have organised myself. Well, I would say I came up with the idea, but it was actually other author-tubers slash booktubers that started the idea, and I'm basically just going off of that. Basically, me and a bunch of other like small author-tubers have decided to do like a big collaboration where we are swapping our routines for the day, basically. And there are 5 of us in this group. There is me, Amara Franklin, Sylvia from Write Your Life, Rayleigh Bradshaw, and KJ from Novelly KJ. There are 5 of us in this group, and how we've done it is basically like a chain, and so I did it in like the order of people that, you know, joined. If I get the actual document open, I can tell you more about it. So Amara Franklin is going to be doing my routine. I am going to be doing KJ's routine. KJ is going to be doing Rayleigh's routine. Rayleigh is going to be doing Sylvia's routine, and Sylvia is going to be doing Amara's routine. I don't want to say I've organised this whole thing because it has been a group effort, so I'm actually going to be leaving links down below to all of their channels so you don't miss when the videos go live. We haven't talked about a final date for the routine swap yet. Oh, and I actually forgot to mention, but the collaboration is called the AuthorTube Swap. So we do have an official title for it, and I just thought I would like officially announce it in this vlog, because I am going to go into, like, I'm going to do the same like talk, an announcement in the actual video, but I really wanted to mention it here in case you're interested. I don't really know at this point. My arm is peeling from my sunburn, and I just don't like the fact that I'm getting my skin everywhere in my room. That's kind of disturbing and morbid. What else was I going to say? Yes, so the 5 of us are going to be doing the AuthorTube Swap collaboration, and I'm actually really excited about it. All I really need to do is email Amara. I know Amara has already emailed Sylvia, so I need to make a note of that. So as you can see, yes, I'm downstairs. That's my cat. Hello. You want food? Feed you in a minute. So yes, I'm downstairs. I am just about to make my lunch, and it's 25 to 3. So this is a bit late for me, because I would usually get my lunch around 2. My routine usually is I will wake up between 8 and 9, and if I'm going to be showering in the morning, I will do that like straight away. You know, get up, get myself ready, and then after getting ready I will have a breakfast, and then usually between 10 and 11 I will sit down to get started on whatever. Like if I'm working on book stuff, let's backtrack a little bit, and then after having breakfast I will then just kind of go through my bullet journal and my actual like personal journal and just kind of fill them out, just to check what I've got to do for the day as well. And then I will get started, usually on book work on most days, but then I do have days where I do have like video editing to do. So that like chunk, that morning chunk from like 10 to 2, I will usually edit, because I don't like to edit like in the afternoon or evening. I like to do it first thing in the morning. Well, I say first thing, you get what I mean. So that's my routine. That's kind of like in the morning. The afternoon is usually a bit different, and this is what I will have to say to Amara, just it's my afternoons are so free that I don't even know what to say to Amara. Good afternoon everyone. So it's Friday the 31st of July. It's the last day of Camp NaNoWriMo. So I thought it would be a good idea, instead of just, you know, trying my best to get some like book work done and, you know, force myself to do something today, I thought that it would be better to kind of just give myself some grace. So I've decided that I am not gonna be like, I basically just accepted defeat, and it's not that I'm giving up, because I know that I've done a lot this month, I've made a lot of progress, and I'm not just going to throw that all away. I have done quite a lot this month. I think I got to about 42 hours, I want to say, for the entire month. I don't even really know. Let's have a look at the stats, because the last, like when I checked last night, I counted up all of my like 0 days where I didn't do anything, and it turns out that I had 7, and now with taking today off, that is going to make it 8. But like when thinking about it, that's not bad, like having 8 days off in the entire month, because that's literally how many days weekends make up. You know, from that perspective, that's okay. And my bullet journal is looking a little bit worse for wear because of all of the pencil and just all of it. I should probably update what I did yesterday, because I don't even know what I did yesterday, if I did anything, but I may update that later. Without calculating yesterday's, I have done 2,510 minutes, and if I calculate that, I basically need to 2510 divide that by 60, so I've done 41.8 hours, which I think is pretty good. And so that's how like I did in like this month, like statistics wise. The other thing I wanted to talk about, the reason why I'm kind of sat here like this, is because I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk about what I've learnt this Camp NaNoWriMo, what I'm not going to be doing in the future, basically what I've learned from what I have like done. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk about what I've learned throughout this month, what I'm going to, you know, take from this month and improve on in like the future. So the first thing I'm going to mention is project hopping, because I don't know how many of you know this, but if you've watched all of my other vlogs, including this one, you will know that I have been working on multiple different projects throughout this entire month. And while I have really enjoyed, you know, that project hopping aspect, I've definitely realised just how disorganised I've been with it and how much work it actually is. I have to say, kudos to the people that can project hop successfully, because I cannot. Like, I don't know how people like Kate Kavanagh do it. I don't understand how she is successful with it, because I have personally found it really difficult. And you know, because of this like multi-book month, I think, you know, it's just I wasn't really like prepared or organised for it, and so because of that, you know, I do think I am better off sticking to one project like a month. And I think that's probably also the reason why like I didn't win, but like in my head it's okay that I've not won, because to me it just feels like another ordinary month to me. And like I have tried not to make a big deal out of it, just because I don't want that. I don't really want to be treating this month I said something along the lines of I didn't want to be treating this month any differently to all of the other months in the year, just because that's kind of what I've realised with writing. You can't do that. I can't do that anyway. I kind of just think it's not really fair to kind of only throw yourself into writing 3 months out of the year, like April, July and November. I don't think that's fair. If you want to be a writer, you've got to put in the work, you've got to put in the effort. I don't really mind that I didn't win. Project hopping, I think, just kind of made that worse. I was very disorganised with it. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I just don't think that project hopping is for me. In the future, I need to pick a project and stick with it. But I do have to say that series, like, it can be different, because I've been working on Scarlet Blood Skies and that's a series. I do think it's okay that I've kind of been going between projects within the series. Any other like projects outside of the series I probably should not have worked on this month, just because of how disorganised it made me. And like I think I found it really hard to kind of focus on one project when I knew that I had all of these other projects in line. I just never want to do this again, like never again. To project hopping or multi-book months, it's not for me. I know some people really enjoy it and it's great for some people, but personally for me, I don't like doing it. Obviously there were like a total of 5 weeks in, you know, in Camp NaNoWriMo, if you're going to be like counting it from Monday to Sunday, because that's how I've done it. In my first vlog, so the first week, towards the end, like when I was wrapping things up, I talked a lot about productivity and pressure, and I was just kind of explaining how I wasn't putting a ton of pressure on myself to get things done, and because of that I was like really productive, and I really enjoyed it because I wasn't putting the pressure on myself. Just over time it became less about enjoying it and like the community aspect that, you know, I love about Camp NaNoWriMo, and it became more about just working on loads of different projects. And I found it harder over the weeks to kind of just sit down and work on something. And I don't think it helped that I had so many different projects that I was wanting to work on, because there were days during Camp NaNoWriMo where I would sit down and I'm just like, what do I do today? Like, what projects do I work on? I've got nothing planned. And so I think because of that, I then started to fall behind, because I wasn't doing as much, because I didn't know what to work on. So I was just really unorganised. And then the second week kind of followed suit. Is that the right way to word it? Because I was even more disorganised in the second week. And it's also kind of like when reality started to hit me a bit more. And just project hopping kind of, I think, ruined the whole month. I should have just stuck to one project, like I keep saying. And then the third week was a chaotic mess. Fourth week, yet another chaotic mess. And then this is also another chaotic mess. I don't really know what happened. I just think that I should have been a bit more organised. I should have really planned out my days a lot better. I should have maybe calendar blocked my days. I should have like had set dates for different projects. I think that would have really helped me. But because I don't think I will ever like project hop again in the future, I don't really need that lesson. Like, obviously it's a good lesson learned because I'm not doing it again. I don't really have to worry about it, but I think that also just goes to show that maybe I do need to be a bit more, you know, organised with my days, just in general. Like, I think that's the lesson that it has taught me, that I need to be a bit more organised. I need to plan more. Even though I'm not project hopping, I still think it's really important. And the other thing I kind of noticed that I would do is that I would take Sundays off more than anything. And I don't know why I didn't just say to myself at the beginning of the month, right, so Sundays are my days off. I need to calculate how many minutes I need to do on all of the other days of the week so I wouldn't fall behind. I think that was another part of the problem. Like, I didn't really realise that I was taking Sundays off and like taking regular breaks, so that's kind of like another thing to like carry into the future and next month, or this month, depends on when this vlog actually goes up. This is going up in August, so like this is something that I will carry on into August. That fact that I don't really tend to do anything on Sundays apart from cleaning and like my self-care routine and everything like that. The other thing I learned was that I cannot do 3 videos a week, even though, you know, even if I wanted to. It is way too much, and like this obviously isn't my like full-time job. I work a part-time job. I also like have a boyfriend that I have to pay attention to, you know, I have to. And just with everything in my life, I don't know how I thought I could do 3 videos a week when I can barely do 2 a week. I like making videos, which is why I want to do 2 a week, but that also can be a bit much at times, which is why I will sometimes miss uploads. And also throughout the entire month, I definitely neglected and abandoned a lot of like my social media accounts. Like I didn't really post anything on Instagram or Twitter. To be honest, I haven't really been on Instagram anyway. I don't know what it is, but I just have not been on Instagram like I usually would be, because I'd usually just, you know, mindlessly scroll through Instagram for like 15 minutes every day. I used to. This month I haven't done that. I literally have not had time to scroll through Instagram, and I think that goes to show something, that this month has been kind of busy. And when was the last time I even posted? The 12th of July. So I've kind of accidentally taken a hiatus from Instagram when I haven't meant to. Oh right, yeah, the other thing I also neglected was like the video aftercare, as I've put it, which basically means that half of my July videos don't actually have the proper end screens. Today, it's just going to be just trying to fix up what I didn't do in July, because this month it has been a mess, but that's definitely taught me that I need to be planning more, and I think that's what I now need to be doing on Sundays. I need to be planning out the next week. I need to be doing, you know, my bullet journal spreads. I need to be calendar blocking my days. I just need to be a bit more like on top with organising and planning and everything like that, because I know that will really help me, and it might kind of just mean that my videos kind of suffer, but it's just going to be a case of seeing what I can do to, you know, make my life better and a lot more organised and just planned out a bit more. This month has kind of been more of an experiment more than anything, and I have enjoyed it, but I've also learned a lot of lessons from it, what not to do, and like what I can do to improve my life and my future. So I feel like that's all I can really say about this month. It's just kind of been a month-long experiment for me of what I'm capable of. And so with that being said, I'm actually going to be wrapping up my entire August. Is just going to be getting myself as organised as possible, just trying to live my best life. My videos may get like cut back to one video a week. It honestly just depends on my like routine and everything like that. There was one more thing I was going to say. Oh right, yeah, and so obviously this month I've been vlogging quite a lot, so I thought I would just kind of make a quick announcement that I will be doing like a couple of vlogs in August, and just, you know, like the after part of Camp NaNoWriMo and just, you know, what I end up doing in August, like regarding all of my projects. Obviously some are going to fall to the wayside because I won't be project hopping anymore, but there will kind of be a couple of like August writing vlogs, but I am going to be taking a break from vlogs just because they can be a bit much to do, and that's the other thing I've kind of learned from this month as well. But like I said, it's just been one big experiment that's been like a month long, and I've enjoyed it, but I've definitely learned a lot of lessons. And so I am going to leave this vlog here. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified every single time I upload, because like I said, my video schedule is going to change a bit. All of my social media links will be linked down below in the description for you to check out if you so wish to. Let me know how your Camp NaNoWriMo went this month. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.